And we're live. Thank you for joining us for Heel Heat. It is the very casual fan over there.
Very tired. That's how you know I'm tired, because I didn't even write the word tired.
Eli Paulinho will be joined by Wrestling with Honey soon. She was finished wrapping up with her watch along with that wrestling, women's wrestling, I think it was on
Women's
YouTube.
wrestling podcast, I think, on YouTube.
Women's wrestling podcast on YouTube. She has to watch along going with them now for SmackDown. Catch them when she's on. So she'll be joining us when she wraps up and is done with that. But were you able to watch SmackDown, Jay?
I was. I'm disappointed that I was, but I was.
What you think?
I'm not gonna lie. If you're just not gonna make go home shows worth the watch, like, people are gonna stop watching them. That show literally did nothing to push a narrative. The only thing that it told me was, like, the Karrion Kross thing is stupid. Street Profits are now baby faces suddenly again. Don't know what happened there. The Kabuki Warriors are defending their tag titles suddenly against Indy and Candice, which don't make sense because they lost the qualifier. I'm all around confused. And Randy stood tall. So I'm like, all right. If we thought we were getting Seth versus Randy rematch, that's not happening.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Bobby standing tall. I was like, wait, where's Randy? And
I kept thinking, I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, is Chamber 5 people? Like,
I was counting. I was like, 5. There's 6, but who's missing? I was like, oh, Randy. And then boom, I was like, oh, there you go. Okay, you're standing tall. I'm like, okay, we know what that means. The only thing is, it's like you said though with the Street Profits. It's like they were trying to make that faction heel, and then they didn't get the reaction that they thought they were gonna get from them, so they had to make them baby faces. Now they're in a feud with Cross, but the feud, to me, I still don't think make any sense.
It's one-sided. It doesn't make sense. Why would like Bobby and Karrion Kross make sense if there's a title involved? Other than that, it doesn't make sense. I know Kross' whole thing of, like, I'm gonna take something from you. That's cool, but do it to people that we actually care about, that we're not trying to rebuild, because you can't take anything else from Bobby at this point. Like, what else are you gonna take from the man? What you gonna take from Street Profits? Each other? Like, it's not. It's a lot of, like, we're gonna put you in a corner until we're done with what we're doing with everybody else, so that we can move you up later. Like, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, and the thing was too is that, hello, look at there.
Oh, hi, friend.
It's
y'all childish with these titles. You're so childish.
That's why we can't hear her. No. Cause I see you laughing. I'm like, we usually hear her laughing. Like, what happened?
What you get? What you get for being childish? See, technology be knowing. It be knowing. Telling you. You trying to come at Cody. You trying to come at Cody, you better not miss. You see, look at you missing. Man, I'll get you worse than Ben Simmons in the fourth quarter.
I was saying, but yeah, it's like you're saying. So they're like, oh, we're gonna take, like, Cross. I'm gonna take what you have from you. Bobby barely even has his factions together. So right? Doesn't even mean anything to him.
We only got a name.
Yeah,
a name that dropped that was, like, rumored that they never announced. I'm like, what are we doing, bro? Like,
you have B-Fab in there, and they still have no name. I mean, look at this. Rags and Riches has a name before they did. Adonis and Cedric.
I didn't know they had a name.
Yeah.
No.
Negative.
Not a. Wait. You just got bars back. Nope. Still nothing. See, childish behavior gets punished. Childish behavior gets punished. This is what I'm talking about. See, serendipity.
I can't hear you.
Out here trying to silence Cody fans, and you the one out here getting silenced. Yes, sir. This is justice. This is a word out for all you motherfuckers that want to come out here and come up my boy Cody. This one is out here for all you ninjas. I'm taking receipts and books out on all you ninjas. This is what happens. Everybody just gets. Look, no hands. It's not me doing it. I'm not doing it from the side. No hands.
But yeah, Cedric Alexander and the Adonis, they call themselves rags to riches. Oh, rags and riches.
That is so corny. That is so corny.
Adonis is like riches, rags, riches, rags. He was like, what? He was like, your shirt, like you look like a referee. I gotta say though, I like Cedric's hair though. I like his hair.
I just want to see them wrestle, bro. Like, I don't care. This is what I'm talking about. Like, split the title. I'm still on this. Split the damn titles up, bro. Like, this is the problem. This is the problem. Like, bro, I don't care about the tag titles because they're hoarding them into, like, literally you're using the tag titles to keep Damian Priest so that you can be like, well, he's defending the tag titles. He's doing the whole thing with the Judgment Day. So, like, he can't cash in. And it's like, bullshit. Yeah. Stop lying to me. Stop wasting my time, bro.
If you're gonna do that, they should have been unified by now.
Yes, we should have one title that like everybody else, either white and gold or black and gold.
Where they were going to just unify it.
You seen Kayla almost called them the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I'm like, see, because you're still looking at them. You're still looking at them. They still look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
At least do something where they look different. Kind of like IC in the US.
Do something. Do something, please.
Yeah. Someone's got to give.
Yeah, like it's that's my problem. It's no. Like this is one I'm willing to die on. This is one of those hills I'm willing to die on. Like, stop. Give me what I want.
Now, how'd you feel that, like, I don't know, I walked away because I was cooking a little bit here and there. Mm-hmm. Now, there's something happening. I saw Dakota getting carried to the training room. But did they show the attack?
Nope.
Or they just showed her?
Nope. She was. Nope. Okay.
Why did she bubbles on her?
I don't know. She can't hear us either. That's the crazy part. I don't know. Maybe it's your phone. Maybe it's your laptop. I don't know.
Reboot. I'm telling her to reboot.
I'm just loving the fact that like my point is being proven. I'm just loving that my point is being proven. You come out here trying to be petty, trying to be funny. Technology is like, nope. Oh, Jimmy Butler got choked out today.
No.
Well, Jimmy Butler, Thomas Bryant, Jose Arroyo, and Naja Marshall all got ejected. Homeboy had hit. Okay. So somebody fouled Zion, and the Pelicans got really, really upset. And then, okay, this got chippy. Ooh. Good to see some physicality in basketball again. This is lovely.
I know. I missed that.
Well, the only good here's the thing too. I knew something was up when they had like Drew and LA Knight just we're gonna have a match because you two don't like each other. I'm like, you're putting them in a cage with hard plastic. You mean to tell me we couldn't wait 4 more hours for y'all to get this rage out? Like, we had to have this match. Mic check. Check.
I said what I said.
Okay. Like I said, the punishment was already acted. The point was proved.
It says I typed what I typed. I said what I said.
Listen, the point was proven initially. You walked into the shadow realm.
Cody,
you didn't even have to ban
stop me from doing this shit.
Listen, you walked into the shadow realm. That wasn't me. I ain't touched
it. Me. Matt was laughing at me the whole time.
I bet.
Wait, Paul, can I see your shirt?
Oh yeah, Marissa got it for my birthday.
I have that same one, and I was thinking of wearing it. Fuck.
You know what? I'm really not digging this faction warfare that's going on right now. I'm really not digging.
Bro, I missed you guys. I missed you guys.
Like
I'm
not digging this fact right now.
I was cooking, that's why I didn't get to watch you on the watch along. I was watching this show.
No, it was good. It was really good.
I had to sit through that dreadful SmackDown that literally, like, I have a headache from trying to stay awake watching.
This past SmackDown?
Like a half an hour ago SmackDown. It was so, like, I'm sorry. It was bad. It was bad. It was a terrible go-home show.
That's what you would expect. It's about to be a big
It's a go-home show. I'm supposed to get excited. The most excited thing should not be the press conference.
The excitement comes closer to Mania, brother. You know how this works.
We literally have like a month and like 4 days to Mania. How much closer to Mania do we actually have to get for us to get excited? Like, it's a month and 4 days.
Like, I mean,
blame Uncle Hunter, man. He's dragging it out.
I think about this. Like, what matches do we have? We have Cody and Roman. We got Rhea and whoever. We don't even know if we have Rhea and whoever, apparently. Well, that time's gonna be on the line. Right? two matches.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposedly Jimmy and Jay.
I'm not saying shit about picks until we're live. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not giving
and then you got no, you got 4 matches because you got what's it called? Bailey and Io.
The Waller effect.
No, I'm talking about WrestleMania. We're not talking about
Mania.
Oh.
Yeah, so you got 4 matches so far, and you got to fill out enough matches for 2 nights. You only got 4.
Well, again, you already know.
Every SmackDown and Raw going forward is going to be crucial. Hence why it was a little dead tonight.
Again, if every Raw and SmackDown is supposed to be crucial, give me something to want to watch Elimination Chamber. Because literally the only thing that makes me want to watch Elimination Chamber is just to see how hyped the crowd is. Like, nothing about this show. Because, again, they made the Elimination Chamber way too safe. Sorry to say it. It's way too safe. There's too much padding. The glass isn't really glass. It's like hard plastic anymore. I'm like, bro, I want to see somebody get wrecked. Like, I miss when you used to be able to suplex somebody on the outside of the chamber and, like, you felt the shivers through your spine because you know it hurt. And you know they're going to be hurt for the next 6 months off that one suplex. Now it's just a pad. It's a cushion pad. Like, come on now, bro. Come on, bro. I need carnage. Like, I need carnage. I need chaos. I need carnage. Somebody, like, I need somebody to get, like, a bicep torn in the chamber or something tomorrow. Like, I need straight up debauchery.
You want Abdullah the Butcher. That's what you want.
Yes, I do. I want thumbtack. This is why I miss Dean Ambrose. Like, I need 2x4s with barbed wire. I need thumbtacks. I need somebody getting powerbombed like through a door. Like, I need straight up, like, after this match is over, it's like, yeah, nobody won, but this guy won.
You're probably gonna get that. You probably don't feel it, but I think you'll get that with the men's side. I think you will.
I don't think so. Like, again, I feel like this chamber is a little too neat for me. I'm not comfortable. It's too neat.
Really?
It's too neat.
Well,
because to me, it's like it doesn't matter who wins the men's match.
Well, when we get into it, my picks will make you uncomfortable. How about that? So
no, they won't. That's the thing. They won't. They won't. That's the part that makes me mad because they won't. There's like one match where, like, if it goes the other way, I'm gonna be like, this is stupid. There's one match, and it's the main event. Like,
I just have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of pissed off people in the upcoming month or 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of you're gonna test a lot of wrestling fans' patience.
Jay,
before we do it, let's take a picture.
Not like that. I literally look like I just crawled out of bed. So
you don't have a hat or something?
No, it's too hot, bro. It's
like
75 degrees in my house right now. I'm not putting on a Scully. I'm just gonna look like I'm losing my hair. Like, I don't even care at this point.
All right, so then just go. Then zoom all the way in. Give me. It's not all the way in. But
we don't want to see your nostril, bro. Come on now.
fuck it.
I look so high. I know I do.
And what do you think I'm not?
See, you're actually high. I'm high.
Paul, you look high.
Paul always looks high. Even though
I'm
with the
definitely
gray,
gonna
always
put
look like
this on
Uncle
the
Iroh
stories
to
we
like the
did.
fullest right now.
Oh man.
I gotta
So Jay,
put that on mute.
the Kabuki Warriors match, that's a pre-show match.
I know.
Oh,
Yes.
I am not. That's even worse.
I got my picks and I'm ready.
Kick shows on at 4. I am not waiting up at 4 to watch the Kabuki Warriors just beat Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. I'm sorry.
Don't make sense. This is what I mean. Some of this stuff don't make sense.
Like, I'm glad they're gonna be on the show, but at least give me something that I like. Okay, could they lose it? Maybe there's a slight shimmer, like they might lose it. Here is like I have.
Here's the thing. If they lose it, why do we care?
It'd be the most ridiculous thing because then you ruin.
Why do we
fashion.
care?
You ruined everything.
No, it doesn't ruin anything. That's the point. It's literally inconsequential.
I'm not saying shit.
Well, in the aspect of like you literally have them take it off of. Oh crap! Who do they beat now?
Chelsea and Piper.
Yeah, beat Chelsea and Piper.
Mm-hmm.
For what? I mean, it was already crazy that they had it. Like, you're really hot potato in the belt again? Like,
well, no, they didn't beat Chelsea and Piper. They beat Katana Chance and
Chance.
Oh yeah, and even then that was even worse because that don't get me started on that one. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't like that. If they lose it, I don't like that idea, and they're making them belts look bad. All right.
The belts already look bad. You can't make them look worse.
They will. If they hot potato them again, they will.
You can't make them look worse at this point, bro. Like, it's a joke. Like, it's a punch.
From 6 feet to 10 feet. All right, let's start off. All right, Judgment Day defending against. Apparently, they're called the New Catch Republic. No idea why. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
See, that's the part that don't make sense because that kind of crosses over with, New Catch Crew or whatever the hell they're called in NXT. That don't make sense. Whoever made that name up is stupid. That don't make no sense. I'm gonna just call them British Strong Style because that's what their faction was. They still not winning though, but like as much as I want them to win, I really want them to win just because I want the titles off Priest. Like I need Priest to drop those titles. Just because. Yeah.
Real quick, are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
The cackle is so menacing. I cannot.
Oh shit. Okay, go ahead.
We've been live the whole time since you got on.
Damn, bro.
It'd be like that.
Yep.
I love it.
She goes live from one show to another one without skipping a beat.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a long night.
Yep.
So yeah, proceed, Jay. I'm sorry.
I hope they win. I know they won't. Just because I want the title off of Priest, because I need a little bit more of a sense of urgency here. Like I get we have until July, but bro, don't drag this out till July, please. Do not drag this thing out till July. Like I can't. You guys have like it's one of those where like they built Priest up to be so hot, and then they're like, oh, let's let him cool down. They threw this man in the iceberg faster than Aang froze for 100 years. Like this is ridiculous. Your man looks like a mid-card act. Like he looks like when he won the North American title in NXT. He's never been less interesting, in my opinion. He's never been I do not care at this point. Like if he cashes in and fails, it just feels like Baron Corbin all over again. Like that's what he feels like Baron Corbin before Baron Corbin had to reinvent himself. It is actually terrible what they did to this man. Horrible. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the Judgment Day because it's like they're just doing all the typical shit anyway. So let's go with the Judgment Day.
Second guess that one. I don't think they're gonna lose it at all right now, especially to this team.
Yeah, it's Judgment Day for me. Yeah, that's just what else are you gonna do? You just brought in Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, and you're just calling them a new name. What else are you really gonna give that to them? don't see that happening.
I'm actually more curious to see what the hell the plans are for that title come Mania. Because it's like the tag division is dry.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. That, like I was telling you, they put Adonis and Cedric Alexander together because I think they're trying to rebuild it together slowly. But the thing is, if you're gonna try to do that, you gotta split the titles. You can't have them together,
bro. Like it's 6 months too late at this point. Like, not even. It's about a year too late if we keeping it real. You should have split it as soon as Jimmy and Jay. As soon as they took it off of Jimmy and Jay, they should have split it.
Yep. All right. Let's start off with the. Let's go with the women's.
Becky next.
Damn.
You already told. You told us this 6 months ago. You told us this 6 months ago. It's like, hey, everybody go out, put on a great show. Make sure it's entertaining.
I'm not disagreeing.
That's nice.
All right,
Like,
we get. All right, listen. I'm with you, Jay. I'm with you. Becky, it is because that's my pick too. But there are 3 other women that have a valid reason to go against Rhea, if that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's who Rhea gonna fight after.
For sake of storyline purposes, you got Bianca, who's had history with Rhea. You got Raquel, who just came back, who got history with Rhea. We got Liv on her revenge tour with Rhea. It could go any of those ways. But
you know what you just said to me?
Becky would be the choice if you're talking big time and WrestleMania 40. You're talking the woman who won 2 titles at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It makes sense for Becky, but.
You know what you just told me though?
The fact that there's other storylines still at play that could possibly.
I'm not disregarding it at all. But all you just told me was, okay, so we got somebody for her to fight at Money in the Bank. You got a Money in the Bank winner, and then you got her SummerSlam match. That's the only thing you just told me. Like, you ain't tell me nothing about WrestleMania though. Like, you ain't tell me shit about what's going up. You told me what everything that's after.
I got you. I know.
Please do.
I know what's gonna happen.
Right. Because, like I said, this one is too neat and clean for me. I'm like,
I get it. All right, this is my thing. What's to say they don't have her losing it just so she can face Nia Jax at Mania?
Punto.
Because you want to end that one quicker than drag it out.
You talking about Becky and Nia Jax at Mania?
Mm-hmm.
They already had the squash match. Don't matter.
Nope. They got unfinished business, bro. They even said it.
Nia has Becky's number clean.
Yeah,
you're right.
Becky even said it. I think on Raw, she was like, "We have unfinished business, but I'm gonna put my attention to the title first.
But
I'll
again,
come back to you."
Do you trust Nia? I mean, yeah. Do you trust Nia and Becky to re-engage the crowd on some heat that they've both admitted was an accident? Because the only thing that's hot about this match was essentially Nia's right. Nia punching Becky in the face is what made Becky the man.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got, though. There's no real bad blood. Like, there's nothing else.
Oh, there's bad blood.
There's been that bad blood because they've tried to keep them away from fighting each other for so long, especially on the grand stage such as WrestleMania. And a lot of people, not saying you do, but a lot of people also tend to forget that Nia Jax did win the title at WrestleMania as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is a, as you say, blood feud. That's a feisty feud. And this time around, maybe not back then. This time around, I trust Becky, both her and Nia, to carry the match the way it needs to be. Because this run of Nia has probably been her best.
Yeah.
And I think we could all agree with that.
I agree.
And Becky's still climbing a mountain. She wants to get back to a title. So,
here's my thing, though. If you're
whether
gonna
it's Nia or Rhea, we'll have to see.
If that's the case, Nia walking into WrestleMania as champion, it just doesn't feel the same. Like, it doesn't feel the same as Rhea and Becky, who've been circling each other literally since Rhea got called up. If we're gonna really keep it a stat, they've been circling each other since Rhea got called up. And they never really got to have that one-on-one. They've been in matches together, but they never really had that, like, knockdown, drag out, like, marquee match. Now, if you decide to go in a different direction, I would also understand. But it's like at this point, if we're talking about the big money matches for Mania, then that's the biggest match. The one thing I'm more interested in is like, okay, what are we building for the other ones? Because remember, they took Jade out of this match, and I think the only reason why they had Jade in this match is that they were going to try to build to Jade versus Bianca at WrestleMania. My thought is that probably got scrapped. Mm-hmm. Because they don't want Jade's first appearance to be, because again, the only way you get eliminated in Elimination Chamber is if you get pinned or submitted. So
she's the first superstar signed under the TKO group, and you want her to lose a chamber before she even gets to a WrestleMania, and y'all haven't even touched her yet to do anything yet.
Right.
And then
she's gonna be booked as a box office hit.
Yeah, right. And then put her at Mania, and then have her possibly lose to Bianca.
She's like, not losing.
Oh, not just that, but
I can keep it a buck with you. As much as as Bianca's trying to push, like, hey, I got an undefeated streak at WrestleMania, they're not going to give her the Undertaker treatment where she's going to have just a streak. No. So, if anything, they're going to talk about the fact that she has a streak, only for her to lose it to Jade.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll be till the all right. My pick to win the chamber is Bianca. I'm picking Bianca to win the chamber.
I get it because of they really have unfinished business. Her and Rhea really have like
that Royal Rumble.
Nah, I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that. We talking like they both came up together in NXT. Mm-hmm. Rhea ended up getting the match. Rhea and Bianca never had that one-on-one because everybody kept getting involved. So they've never actually had like that real one-on-one to my recollection. I could be wrong. I'm probably going to get correct.
So then Paul's pick is valid.
No, that's what I'm saying. His pick is valid.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, what is the biggest, and I hate to sound like this guy, what's the biggest match that they've been telling us is the biggest match? Because if Bianca and Rhea were the biggest match, they wouldn't be keying, oh yeah, we're cover athletes, ha 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 ha, we're friends, we're this, we're that. That doesn't garner any like, oh, I want to see them fight. That doesn't do anything for that. It's just we're the two biggest superstars. If anything, I think the Bianca match should be at SummerSlam. Because I think then you have Rhea on her high, coming off a win from Becky, and then you do the Braun Breaker Carmelo Hayes thing, where it's like, listen, you literally have Rhea be like, who else is there? Blah, blah, blah. You have Bianca come out and be like, listen, we've been talking a lot. We've been circling around each other for months. You know what's up. Like, you know what's up. I know what's up. Let's get this cracking. Like, you and I both know that there's only going to be one of us at the end of this. Like, only one of us can have that crown to be the number one woman in WWE. You know, me and you are 1A and 1B.
Like I said, when there's four women that have a valid reason to go at Rhea Ripley.
But there's only really two that are going to
picked two
be on the marquee. That's the thing. There's only two that are going to be on the marquee because Liv Morgan came back, but she literally came back in a spot where people were pissed that it wasn't Jade. So like she still got overshadowed by Jade. This is what I'm saying.
Considering everything that happened tonight on SmackDown. That little thing that happened between Bianca and Liv Morgan tonight. Mm-hmm. They're definitely gonna beat tonight, and they're gonna be out early.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think the match at WrestleMania is probably gonna be Liv versus Tiffany Stratton to put Tiffany Stratton over.
Well, she technically did.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you already have Liv. Everybody knows what Liv is. Are you gonna like? Again, put the rocket back on her for her to build back up when she had a subpar run at best. Like it wasn't a good run, but it was better than Kofi's run type. So it's like you're not going to put the versus the new girl where even if she sucks now, she has the Austin Theory effect where she can have a crappy run and you can put her on ice for a couple of years and then build her back up and then have her be your mainstay because she's so young. Versus Liv, where yes, Liv is young, but now Liv is overexposed. So you get what I'm saying? Like again, I get what you're saying. Paul, you probably gave me the only other alternative where it's like if I see that happen, I'm like, all right, I get it.
Yeah, because
Let's
the thing
do
too
it.
is like if you look at it, you can build that match as like Bianca Rhea goes like you can go like you saying Bianca's undefeated. She's like, look, I am Miss WrestleMania. I don't lose. We're going to do this and blah 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 blah. Like we're going to see this, and you actually have a thought like, yo, Rhea could actually lose because she has a point. She hasn't lost, and look who she beat at Mania. She beat some valid people at Mania. So it was like it makes you wonder and think. So that builds it right there. And then, like I said, you could have Nia and Becky finish their beef at Mania. Like you have to, like that's where it kind of you kill it off right there.
Here's my thing. It's. I think it really comes down to because there's a couple of things you can do with Becky. Like you can have this match, which I know that she wants and Rhea wants. I get it. But you can also have it where if Becky's okay with help now at the point in her career where she don't got to do nothing else, like the last thing she got to do is just be in this match because she's never been in a chamber match before. You could have it be a situation where like she's Jade's first opponent, and that's how you put Jade over. You have her get a key win against Becky. Because from my feeling is that her first match, Jade's first match, is supposed to be against Charlotte, and then Charlotte blew me out. Yes. So, I mean, again, if you're gonna do 1A, 1B, and you can't use Bayley, like Becky makes sense to me. So to me, I think tomorrow really is gonna because it's like you can have Jade beat Bianca and beat the streak. You can have Jade beat the man. The question ultimately to me is, it's like, is it best for business for Rhea to lose her title now at Mania, or do you still wait till the Judgment Day breaks up?
I think you wait. No matter what, no matter who she faces, Becky or Bianca, whoever else at Mania, she's not dropping that title. There's no point.
See, that the biggest thing for that is that's why I would pick Becky, because who can afford to take the blow more than Becky? Because Bianca still has the streak to fight for. So it's like, I'm not even saying do Bianca Jade this year. You could wait on that and do it next year. Like that's one of the few times where we can actually wait, and it makes sense.
Yeah, because you have to think. I mean, after watching the Love and WWE, they want to have kids, but they're trying to figure out when, because I know she's concerned more about putting her career on hold, especially now because she's like so high up there on there.
She's literally she's 1B at this point.
Yeah, and I don't blame her for like, I want to wait on the kids,
especially because they refuse to push Montez. I can understand if her and Montez were both like at the top of the card, she could go away as long as Montez is up there. But if he's still fighting, like if she goes away, who's to say Homeboy don't get released? Because like it's really that ruthless. Like, is he over as a tag superstar? Sure, but like we've seen it happen time and time again where like Street Profits could fizzle out at any moment, especially with the way that they're booking them right now.
Yeah, and the concern is how they're going to repackage them once they break them up.
Yeah, so it's like, it's like either one I'm good with, but both will honestly, they'll kind of tell you where they're going with it based on who wins that match.
Javon Wallace says, I can honestly see Rhea having another year with the title.
Because there's nobody else. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Your other champion on the other show, hate to say it, know you guys love EO. Well, I know you love EO, Paul, but this is literally Bayley's story. And EO having a title is a subplot that no one actually cared about. When EO cashed in and won the title, I truly didn't care. It was literally, they use that as a catalyst to build Bayley's story. That's it.
I'm okay with it.
Again, I'm not saying I was. It's not that whether I was.
I'm pissing everybody off tonight. I'm gonna piss everybody off tonight.
Go ahead, please.
Javon, I love you.
I need some friction in my life.
Shout out to Javon. That's my bro. I love you, bro. But I might piss some people off tonight.
Go ahead.
Sorry ahead of time.
All right. So you got Becky. Y'all two got Becky.
Yeah.
And I got Bianca.
But I don't got Becky for the same reasons y'all think.
Oh boy. Why do you pick Becky?
We gotta get into the rest of it.
Okay.
so I could complete the story. I gotta finish my story.
All right,
I knew she was going. I was waiting for the shot. I was waiting for the shot. I was waiting for it.
We're gonna do Rhea and Nia next. We'll save the men for last. We'll do Rhea and Nia next. I got Rhea winning this one. There's no way she's
gonna win. Rhea. Next question.
Yeah.
I think Nia will definitely. This will be a moment where you see Nia as a credible threat.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nia is going to be a credible threat moving forward, especially because there's this whole thing about apparently she was born in Australia technically.
She was.
Yeah, so like, she's actually Australian in her own way, which is plot twist I was not expecting today. But not to mention like Rhea dead on her face while she had a full face of makeup on. Like we gotta stop doing that. That is wrong. That's just messed up. You don't throw water in somebody's face when they got a full face of makeup on and it's hot out there. It's hot. She just got her nail done. It's in the sun. She got leather on. Like the rudeness just is this layers to the disrespect. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But yeah, I think this is gonna be another like staple for Nia that's definitely gonna catapult her going forward as like that really big threat. Actually, Jay could fight Nia at WrestleMania, and that'll work too.
They did put that.
Yeah, they definitely did end that. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Rhea on this one. Yeah, she gonna pick Nia just for shits and giggies.
Just for I see you for the mic. Passing the mic.
Y'all know damn well that Uncle Hunter likes to piss us off sometimes.
Sometimes. I think he's overextended himself for the year already.
That hometown heroes don't win at home. Y'all seen Sami Zayn. You've seen Drew McIntyre. You've seen Zelina Vega and Damian Priest lose in Puerto Rico.
Well, time out.
What makes you guys think?
Time out. We all love Zelina, but did you really think she had a chance to beat Rhea Ripley?
It wasn't no way.
Let's be honest.
Absolutely not.
Wasn't no way.
But I'm making a point. But the point I'm trying to make is with Sami Zayn too. You don't see the hometown heroes win at home. You need to give people the pissed off talking point.
Okay,
there's a problem with that, and it's one main problem is we all know Triple H's got his kids, right? And all them other things you talking about came under Vince. And
Not
Triple H
necessarily. Not necessarily.
What didn't come under Vince?
Vince was still.
Nia came through the NXT umbrella when Triple H was.
No. What he's talking about?
And she ain't win a goddamn thing when she was there.
Hometown stuff.
But again, Triple H, it's too costly market wise for Rhea to lose. That's the thing. It would cost TKO too much money to do that.
If you think about it, if Rhea loses.
What is their linchpin to Australia?
What does she do next?
This is the way I see it. You're asking me? This is the way I see it. What does Rhea do next? The way I see it and why I picked Nia Jax over Rhea, so I can say it louder for people to hear me.
Because I know Javon's listening.
And I'm sorry, Javon, because I know he be in the DM. He be my live ripping her to shreds. And I get it. But for me personally, since she's arrived last Royal Rumble, she has not done a bad job since she came back. In this particular Nia Jax, I haven't seen her do this well at all. And she's putting herself in a position where why couldn't it be Nia Jax? Because she has squashed everybody throughout this year, including Rhea Ripley, even though they haven't really touched each other yet, and that's why tonight's happening, or the Elimination Chamber is happening. But Nia Jax wins. I know everybody's pushing Becky and Rhea right now, and it makes sense for Rhea to win right now, and it's the obvious choice. But what if it's all the trap for them to piss you off and take the strap off of her? Because after this, what happens to Rhea Ripley is a different kind of mommy. This is an angry, pissed off as fuck mommy that is going to rip everybody to shreds. And it's also going to pivot the relationship of the Judgment Day. Because the Judgment Day will have retained, because that's what we all picked, right? Imagine everybody still got something. Priest got that Money in the Bank. Rhea loses her title and then watches Damian Priest cash in that Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, because we know that that's what's going to happen. And it'll be, and depending on who we pick for the men's, it'll be them versus Rollins. And once the end of that happens, or maybe in the midst of that, Priest cashes in and makes it a triple threat. Now imagine a pissed off ass mommy, or somebody could even cost her the title too. There's 3 other women in that chamber that could cost her that title, that have a reason to. Or any one of the Judgment Day can do it. There could be a whole different swerve. It's in Australia. It's her hometown. It's her main event. She's the main event. She's the main event for a reason, because something crazy is going to happen. And the crazy thing that's going to happen is Nia Jax is going to take that belt at least for a month and lose it next month.
To who?
Becky.
And what does that do for your women's division?
Well, that's when you bring in Jade when Becky wins.
Huh.
Because everybody wants to see Becky and Jade, right? They had them crossing paths a little bit too, right? Why not have the start of it?
True.
And
but
also, we did say, Becky did say at the press conference, the man and mommy will clash. It doesn't mean that's going to happen at Mania. It could happen at SummerSlam, or Money in the Bank, or in France when they do Backlash.
Well, this is literally my only caveat to it is I'm not even thinking about wrestling at this point. I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. Can you seriously tell me right now that you are convinced that Nia Jax can be the face of a women's division?
No, not for long. She's only going to be a placeholder for the month.
So Mania.
And that's my thing. You're giving yourself it's almost like hot potatoing the title.
You're also forgetting
literally the equivalent to hot potatoing the title.
That's okay though, because who else has had it? Who else has had that one? And not to mention the fact that a Samoan woman going from the Samoan dynasty going into Mania as champion, with 2 other big Samoan dynasty matches happening.
That only would make sense if she was actively, aggressively, like notably talking about she's a member of the bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense with her being like, "Oh yeah, no, they need me. I'll be there."
I'm just saying, not putting that in the storyline. I'm just saying, just thinking about the fact that there's the Samoan, like in retrospect, the Samoan dynasty is on the card for the night.
True. But that only makes sense if it's a part of the story.
And everybody's going to want to watch her lose. Everybody loves to watch Nia Jax lose, so why not lose the belt on the grandest stage to them all, to Becky, and then Jade show up and everybody's happy? Why not?
Because the other show needs Jade more.
I think Jade's made for Monday.
I don't.
I
literally, because of the pomp and circumstance that is SmackDown, like you have your Logan Paul, you have your Roman Reigns, you have those type of people, like the really flashy types.
Like I said, I'm sorry, Javon.
That not for nothing, like aren't great wrestlers. Like SmackDown to me is like it's the show that gets you drawn in, and then once you really get comfortable with it, you go to Raw.
Yeah,
where like the real wrestling happens.
And here's what you have to remember.
I based my pick on Devil's Advocate tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
No, you fully embraced your heel because of the fact that you just loved everything about that press conference. You loved I know where you're coming from. I get it. That's why I'm not falling for it. I'm just like, it don't make sense. Like again, I get it. It feels like it feels like you're the Rock booking for yourself. And I'm looking at it like, bro, that don't even make sense. Like that don't even.
Yeah, because the thing is, you got to think too. Sense. You got to think. Raw's going to go to Netflix, and SmackDown's going to go to USA Network. They're going to want to have their own way of kind of like Fox did. hey, we need stars, we need this.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna want to have Jade on SmackDown.
Yeah,
they're losing so much.
Eventually that'll happen.
No, because that's the thing.
You know, a brand split turned
No,
into
but here's the
a
thing. Now you're talking about syndicated television versus Netflix. Like now we're really talking about network wars now. Like we're not even talking about like again because even though they just signed the deal, the plan apparently is for Netflix to take all of it come like 2026, 2027. But again, USA is going to want to hold on to whatever they can hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you kind of like you it's one of those things where it's like Roman's already going to be gone. Like let's keep it real. Roman's going to be gone pretty soon. So in a lot of ways, you're going to need those like you're going to need a face of the women's division. You're going to need a face of the heavyweight division on SmackDown. And it's like you already put Braun Breaker over there. So it's like you kind of you really and I think isn't Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown too?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, they're putting all the pretty people on SmackDown. So like you're gonna have to put Jade there.
And
like,
here's the other thing too. WWE TKO messed up because they're with the Raw is without any TV for the last 3 months of the year.
Mm-hmm. So they're gonna want to have to do a favor for USA. Yeah,
Favor was like, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine.
Yeah, so it's like, and not to mention again, you have your Rhea right now that if she holds on to the title, she would probably be the most accomplished women's world champion ever.
And youngest at the same time.
And youngest, because it'll be Rhea and Bianca that have held it the longest. And then on SmackDown, you have Io. Not for nothing, Io is not over. It'll probably be Bayley, honestly. After WrestleMania, it'll probably be Bayley. But at that point, once you have Bayley, now you have to rebuild that whole division. And I'm like, okay, you got to give Bayley like credible threats here. Like you got to give her real people. So that's where I'm like, you kind of got to throw Jade over there. Like you can't throw Jade into the whole thing on Raw as much as we want to, and as much as I'm like, I agree with you. The chaos would be magical.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos would be magical. I absolutely agree.
Can you imagine the sound of Australia when Nia holds that belt up?
My mans, they might start throwing alligators and shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But again, my biggest thing is it's like, if WrestleMania is your show of shows, why are you treating the show before it as the biggest show of the year? Because
I mean, look at every show. Look at every show it's been since last year.
But here's my thing: it's like because of how prestigious Rhea has made that title, the person who takes it off of her is going to automatically get an unrealistic rub. Do you want to burn that on Nia Jax?
Or maybe I'm wrong. Say she's not a placeholder and she keeps the belt for a while, and then Jade goes at her and wins, takes the title off of her. Would you guys?
It's Russo.
Damn, he's supposed to. Jesus Christ! Wow!
Javon, are you trying to play it, bro?
He said the whole country right.
Exactly,
I agree.
Dog. Exactly.
They're not getting off that island, bro.
But here's the thing: I think it's got to stop at one point.
Just when you thought you couldn't hate her anymore, you hate her more because she beat Mommy, everybody's favorite, and y'all know I love Mommy. I've been rooting for Mommy all fucking year.
Yeah, but they gotta stop it at one point because right now the conscience is like if you're at home, you're losing. Everybody's you lose it. So at one point they gotta switch it.
The Rumble. Why wouldn't she take the belt off of?
Nah. They got to switch it up so that at one point, when they go to Berlin, is Walter going to win or not? But if they keep this whole thing, the home person loses. Like, Walter's we're going to Berlin with Walter. Yeah, Walter's losing. Fuck it. They got to stop at one point so they have the.
Not to mention, not gonna lie, as much as like Nia Jax has done really, really well. To me, if you were gonna set up a situation where someone who you need to get the heat would get the most nuclear heat, I wouldn't have booked her to face Nia. I would have booked her to face Tiffany Stratton and have Tiffany Stratton beat her, because then that would be the exact same thing that they did with NXT. where then you finally have a monster heel that is so annoying, and she just constantly starts to win. Tiffany Stratton would have made more sense here.
Now, see,
and then you have Nia be dominant, because again, if you're booking Nia as dominant, the best way to show her dominance would be for her to dominate in the Elimination Chamber. So that's my thing. Like, why not
put her do that?
Nia's been in the chamber,
hasn't she? I believe she's been in 1 or 2.
I think
I don't remember.
In 1. Hold on.
I don't remember. And but
it has at least 1.
That further proves my point. I don't even remember it. It wasn't that dominant because I still remember Shayna's though.
Well, if I
remember Shayna's.
I barely remember Shayna's.
Yeah, because she literally came in and eliminated like 5 people.
They don't.
They
don't book Shayna right either. So.
That was
they
annoying.
Don't either. But that was but my point is that was the true like. Okay, they're like she's OP. Like this is too much. Y'all doing too much. But that's what I mean. If you're gonna book someone to be dominant, like again, my biggest thing is, would it be a swerve? Yes. Would the swerve make sense? Kinda. Would it be just a swerve for the sake of a swerve? Because it's like, well, hometown people don't win all the time, and it's just like,
I'm kind of with the swerve on this one.
Damn.
Because you want to be right. It's okay. I get it.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me get you some stats here. So Nia Jax has been at the Elimination Chamber once. She has one elimination.
Oh my God, Javon.
What did he say?
I can't even say that. She wouldn't even fit. Like, I can't. I'm so done with you, Javon. Stop, Javon.
So, all right. So Nia Jax has been at one. She's been eliminated. Liv Morgan has been in 4 of them with only 1 elimination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they keep doing Liv dirty, bro. Like
Raquel Rodriguez has been in 1 and 1 elimination. Naomi has been in 1.
Why the hell does Alex Rodriguez look like that?
Because he's old?
No. His skin is like he looks. I can't even describe it, y'all.
What are you watching?
But that I have the Bucks and the Minnesota on. But that's what in the world? He's really badly sunburned or something. I'm gonna send it in the group chat, but y'all gotta see this.
I don't know what sport that is. Basketball?
Basketball, yeah, basketball. Sorry, I mean.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out. You said Bucks in Minnesota. I'm like.
Yeah, Timberwolves and Milwaukee.
Okay.
My bad. But look
No worries.
I can't even make this up.
Because there's no. All right, so you gotta remember this. There is no.
Dog, why you look like that?
Yo, he looks like a tall Oompa Loompa.
Oh, your man, that looks like the king of the Oompa Loompas, bro.
Bro, what the hell? Why does he look like that?
Oompa Loompa Doompa Doom.
I got another puzzle.
Your man looks like he's in the beginning stages of turning into Darth Maul.
Oh my gosh. But okay, so we have to think about this because you have to think about this too. There is no pay-per-view next month in March.
No, there isn't.
None. So whatever happens now,
There's no main roster pay-per-view. Don't disrespect NXT like that. There's no main roster pay-per-view.
Sorry.
Right, because I'm talking towards WrestleMania, man. Talking about WrestleMania. There's no more pay-per-views for the main roster after this.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're building WrestleMania, you're building off of Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting some feuds in this one. I believe the women will have at least 1 or 2 coming out of this match.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be Liv and Tiffany Stratton. Because the way Tiffany Stratton snuffed Liv on Monday, I'm like, bro.
Was disrespectful. Did you see
bro,
that?
There's no way that was choreographed. Like, bro, that was a stiff, like, Liv need to hit her with some receipts. Bro, that was personal. I don't know what they got. That was personal, bro.
I got a feeling. I don't know what it is.
I'm like, bro, you ain't just spend nothing like that.
And I really want it to happen, but I want Raquel Rodriguez to turn heel in this match. I really do, and I have a feeling she will. And I want her to come out with like "Más chingona," like just let's go, do that whole Mexican.
Here's the thing:
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. As long as she comes out of the chamber with a character, I'm good.
Yeah, I need these girls to bring it. I want these girls to bring it.
I think they will.
That's the
I
thing.
think they will.
I'm not worried about the wrestling. I'm saying I need Raquel to come out with a gimmick that's not, hey, I have a back.
Yeah, it's like, look, I get it. You worked hard. Your back was great. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad about that. Cool.
Hey, bro, we understand. You ain't skipped back day for like the last 12 years. I understand. But like, you got anything else in there? Like, you got some sort of character work? Like, you got a gimmick? Something? That was my whole issue with her entire run is that she don't have a gimmick. Like,
no.
I'm tall. I'm the biggest person here. I have a back.
She needs to go full. She needs to go full Braun Strowman mode and be the muscle that I need her to be in this match because she's the only. But like besides her, Bianca, and Tiffany. Well, you know, all the girls are strong up in there. They could all fuck us up. But I'm just saying, like, you're the biggest girl in there. Like, I need you to break some shit.
I need some kind of JBL, like, you saying you're Mexican, like, I need to see that.
Nasty clothesline. Nasty.
Yeah, like, I need, like, a clothesline from hell. I need, like, a spine buster.
Clothesline from El Diablo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when she had her last.
Give me something besides a smile and your back.
Cause like in NXT, she'd be like, she come out and be like, la más chingona. I'm like, all right, bro, I like that, but I need some I need some aggressiveness when you say it, and I need you to be aggressive when you say it. When you say that, you're like, I'm the boss, bro. You like, yeah. When you say that, you like saying like I'm the boss, but it's like it's like I'm the boss. I'm like, bro, that's not. I'm not feeling that. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of those where it's like she's 6 foot, but she walks around like she 5'1". Like, I don't understand this. Like, I need Zelina's energy, like in that frame. Like, I need Zelina's energy in that frame because Selena got energy. She walk around like she's 6'5", 245, and did like 12 years in prison.
I need her
on
to
the regular
to come out like the mothers.
That's just what being from New York is.
And I get that, but she needs to sprinkle a little bit on the Mexican Texas. Like we need some chopped cheese on that burrito, bro. Like I need something. I need something, bro. I need
some. What is that? Sriracha.
Something, cause I
don't know. Somebody give me some. Nah, she needs some like. She needs some of that Spanish red sauce that y'all be having in them Puerto Rican restaurants that I could never fucking pronounce, but that shit hot as a motherfucker. That's some of that. I need some of that shit.
Oh god, I don't even know what you're talking about. I gotta think of it. What is it, like a dipping sauce?
I don't fucking know. I just know it's hot as fuck.
What color is it? Red or green?
Yeah, it's red. It's that deep red shit. And I'm like, maybe it is like a sriracha or something.
You gotta go to Peruvian one and you gotta have our spicy.
No, I don't. I like my stomach, okay? My stomach like great. I like my esophagus. I don't need to do none of that. No, I don't. Okay. You need to stay over there.
Oh shit. Oh, all right.
Deal. Oh wait. So is that those are we did four of the matches. We have one more, right?
Yeah.
So wait, we all agree that Nia's winning, right?
What? No.
We are not. We are far from doing that.
I just wanted to see your face. Okay, well, I'm on my own on this one. That's fine.
It's okay. I was on my own women's. I got Bianca. Yeah, I got Becky. It's all right.
It's fine. It's all good, bro. It's all
right. So now the last one, the men.
I call bullshit on Dakota Kai, by the way.
Oh, me too.
Total bullshit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, it's just swerve. Yeah. And then the fact that they got a tag match after the pay-per-view, I'm like, yeah, they scheduled a tag match for next week. I'm like, she just came off an ACL injury and she my knee. And she gonna be ready to wrestle by next week? I'm not stupid. Don't do that to me.
Seen that shit a mile away, girl. You did it twice.
Come on, bro.
You ain't fooling us. Call it like I see it. Mm-hmm.
And the last one, the men's. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, LA.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I don't know. I really can't wait to hear y'all picks.
I don't know because it don't matter. It don't matter.
It does matter for
No, don't.
for
You
Priest.
wanna know?
For
You
Priest,
want?
it does.
Yes.
No, don't.
Do you want to know mine?
I'm gonna just say Drew, just because like
D M Hunk.
Oh,
please
wow.
stop. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep that.
Wow.
You put that in the back of the closet and you bury it.
Wow.
You put that in the back of the closet, you bury it. I'd never want to see you do that again. Don't ever do that again. That was nasty. That was disrespectful. That was rude. That was vile. Don't ever do that again.
Yikes.
Yo, when I heard that joke, I was started laughing.
That was the 60-year-old dad that pulled up to the birthday party, and the kid is just like, Dad, no, we are not pop locking. We are not doing none of that. Stop that. Stop. No, stop. Don't. That wasn't a cue for you to start doing that. Don't do that. Stop that.
No
stop that.
comment.
Nope.
No comment.
Absolutely not. No.
I will not comment.
You will get banished for that.
With our picks now.
I'm gonna go with Drew as well.
Oh man, I'm around on this one too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are you picking?
Here's the thing. I don't care.
I'm going Randy on this one.
I like the storytelling of it though. Like I like the rematch. I like the storytelling of it. My biggest thing is Randy would definitely be the guy that would take the fall.
It would take right. That's
it would take the fall. Yeah.
Like why not?
I could see
and
that,
again,
but the reason I said Drew is because you can have Priest come in and be like, "Oh, we're making a triple threat," and then you can have Drew, you can have Priest even pin Seth, right, to win it, and Drew is just like, "Wait, hold on. Not only did you interfere in my match, make a triple threat, you pinned Seth Rollins to win it. Like you literally screwed me like 9 ways to heaven on this one. Now you're gonna feel my fury through all of this."
Here's the thing. They've already started telling the story of Drew and Priest.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say Drew, because there's already a story
mm-hmm.
starting to be told. And it was the whole thing of like, I don't need you guys' help. I can do it on my own. But now that he's gotten to the point where he's turned heel, off of War Games, he was like, it's now like, oh, well, I guess I'll take help when it's there. I'm the opportunist. Because remember, Drew's whole thing is, I'm taking opportunities when they show up, right? Drew's the opportunist. He's going to win the Elimination Chamber and get the ultimate opportunity, right? He's probably going to get Drew, because again, he's talking about, oh, his back's hurt, his knees messed up, blah, blah, blah. Drew's going to take all the opportunity. What better way to have Drew go off the edge than for him to have the perfect opportunity for it to be stolen? In the same way that Seth has stolen from everybody else so much. What are you watching?
Giannis, sorry.
Yeah.
A reverse.
Thank you. Yes, that is exactly my point. It's literally that. It is literally like Drew's gonna show up, probably hit the Claymore, or get to a point where he's about to hit the Claymore, and then Priest music hit, and then you get to the point where Priest can even. You could have it where Priest comes out by himself. You think he's just going to cash in. You think it's going to be a thing. And then you have Dom and JD and all of those people hot Drew to where you completely take Drew out of it. And then you have Priest hit the Razor's Edge and finish it so that Seth still takes the fall. That way Seth can be out for a while. Because the point for me is to get Seth out. Like, go get surgery, go breathe.
Heal up.
Yeah, heal up, breathe. I get it. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back. Blah, blah. Shut up. Go heal up. There's gonna be a spot for you when you come back. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
But that in turn sets up Drew McIntyre perfectly, because when they want to run it back, what is it? At Backlash, when they want to run it back, you can have that happen again in Europe. Not quite the UK, but still Europe. You screw Drew again. Right? Which then sets up the Money in the Bank match, because now you need all of these guys that are now constantly getting screwed. They're all going to be in the Money in the Bank. So now it's just going to be the dirtiest, filthiest, most gruesome Money in the Bank you can think of.
And what crazy opportunities would you want with the Money in the Bank? Drew.
That's the thing. I don't know. It's one of those where it's like you got LA Knight, who would have a legitimate.
LA Knight is definitely going to be in that Money in the Bank again.
Yeah, LA Knight.
And I would pick him again too, the way I picked him last year.
You would have main event Jey Uso.
Yes.
Who's definitely, he's got to be in that match. Hell, I throw Jimmy in there.
We gotta see what's up for the bloodline after Mania and before.
But that's you
know what I mean.
Either way, that's why I'm putting Jimmy in there.
Right. I don't disagree
because Jimmy at some point has to forge it. Because again, he keeps doing this whole "I'm the big brother, I'm the big brother." You know he's losing at WrestleMania. He has to figure out a way to carve out his own opportunity. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was cutting you off. I honestly feel like Priest and Drew could run it back at Backlash. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why I kind of picked Randy. So that way, because Randy is technically the locker room leader back there, besides guys like Roman and Seth. But Seth and I really want Seth and Randy to run it back, because technically that would be, I don't know how long it's been or what WrestleMania that was, but it's almost
it's been like 10 years. It's 31. It was WrestleMania 31.
Was it 2014?
Ballpark, yeah.
Around there. So if so, that would be a 10-year anniversary. I would feel like that would be a really cool match to remake. That I would see that kind of nobody would be really expecting that. Mm-hmm. I think like you said, it doesn't really matter who wins this one, because we're hoping for Priest to get the crown, because obviously that window of opportunity is being lost slowly but surely if they don't use that cash in. Drew, I just feel like Drew's too much of the obvious choice, and I feel like Drew could still go on that mean streak where he's still on that vengeful, dickhead, route to trying to become a champ all over again. Like Drew doesn't need a title technically either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it would be, well, I don't know. Yeah, Randy. I just want Randy and Seth to run it back for the most part, as far as that long-term storytelling. But then you have Priest cash in, and then the Monday night or whatever, Friday night, whatever, whoever was on what show then, Drew could show up and be like, they could continue their feud from when it started from War Games. I basically agree, kind of semi-agree with you. I just cut out the middleman.
I think the only reason why I don't cut that out is because I almost kind of need Drew to get screwed by Priest. Mm-hmm. Like I need that sequence of events to happen, just because it would solidify for Drew's character that even when I try to do things dirty, I'm still not doing it dirty enough. So now I have to ratchet it up to a whole nother level, because Priest has his people.
Or if the same thing kind of semi happens, but Priest does try to cash in, doesn't cash in because of Drew.
I feel like we've seen that one already, though. That's the problem, is that they've done all the fake cash in scenarios already.
No, but not even fake cash in. Like he actually gets it cashed in.
So he loses the Money in the Bank, essentially.
I'm not saying I would book it like that, but I'm just saying, what if they pull some shit like that?
They definitely could, but then
it's just
at that point, here's the thing. At that point, then you screw your biggest act of the last year. And it's like, again, you're wiping your butt with your bills. Mm-hmm. And it's like, we've already kind of, like, you almost did that with Cody. If Cody wasn't so damn good at cutting a promo, you would have did that.
Right.
Because you did it last year, and Cody found a way to make people love him more. I don't know how this man is doing it. I think it's just because, he doesn't have a race. He crosses all cultures for everybody. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, you need that. You need Priest to screw Drew. It gives you more on that beef. Like that's like those straw that breaks the camel's back.
And again, this match to me is like, you can break it into segments. It's like, it's Randy's redemption arc, right? I'm trying to think who else in this match. It could, like, you could set up Randy
Yeah, Brock,
Bobby.
Sorry.
Instead of Randy, Bobby, something like that. I don't think that that's where they're gonna go with those two, but
I personally don't think Bobby's making it to the match.
Homeboy was in the scuffle tonight, so like he got taped up and he was out here spearing people, so like he's straight. It's one of those things like they hit him in his shoulder, his forearm is taped up. So I'm like, y'all don't even know what y'all doing right now. Like, I don't even know what's actually hurt.
The way I would have done that, I would have booked it that way, got him injured, got Cross and have him injured, and then put in Bronson Reed. Because why isn't Bronson Reed fighting
we have no idea.
Why isn't he?
I thought it was because of his kid, but nope, that's apparently not it. We don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like that would have been a little bit better, but
I feel like they're gonna repackage him or something like that.
Yeah, because he's not getting over it. That's the problem.
Unfortunately, no.
No.
I'm trying to think. And then you have the second, to me, the second biggest storyline is the Logan Paul LA Knight setup.
Oh, okay.
The Logan Paul LA Knight setup. Listen, you're rolling your eyes. I'm trying to get the title back on TV, okay? Work with me. Follow me. I'm going to take you for a little ride.
As long as you're going the LA Knight route and not the
Yes,
route,
that's exactly where I'm going. Because think about it. Think about it. The first person that came out tonight during the LA Knight Drew McIntyre match was Logan Paul.
Yeah.
You have Logan Paul and the KO thing going on. That was the other person, Kevin Owens. Yeah. You have that whole thing going on, but you have a situation where you have Logan Paul eliminate LA Knight. Because you need a reason for LA Knight to be pissed off at Logan Paul.
Yes.
And LA Knight's biggest thing, he didn't say which title. He said, I'm going to win a title in 2024. Blanket statement. You know? Just blanket statement. I think that's where you set it up. You have to set it up that way. Because both guys are way too good on the mic. Where, like, Logan Paul truthfully has essentially buried a lot of the people that he's gone mic to mic with. Like, they've been okay, but he's kind of been eating a little too good to me. Like, Kevin Owens is funny, but like the shots that Homeboy was taking was wild. Like, he was hitting haymakers on Kevin Owens from a verbal standpoint. He ain't finna do that with LA Knight, bro.
Ooh.
That's what. Follow me. Follow me. This is what I'm talking about. Right? Because again, Logan Paul's whole thing was, ain't I supposed to defend my title at Elimination Chamber? Blah, 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 blah. And since Triple H loves his tournaments, even though we just had a tournament, I think there's going to be by some random way, whether there's an attack, there's this, there's that, there's going to be some verbal jabs, there might even be some Twitter beef. It's going to be LA Knight versus Logan Paul. And that's probably going to be like your secondary main event or like your secondary marquee match on night one. And then that's when you crown LA Knight as champion. Because again, Logan Paul won it before him, but LA Knight wins it on a bigger stage. And again, if LA Knight's the megastar, having him get a win over the social media quote unquote megastar, whatever. At WrestleMania does way more. And you have LA Knight then win the title that way. So I think this match is how you parlay into Logan Paul versus LA Knight going into WrestleMania. My biggest thing is the oddball in this is Kevin Owens and Bobby Lashley. Now, what you could do, and what I would do, is I would make that match a fatal four-way for the U.S. title.
Here's my
question. Or the last one, you make it a ladder match. You make it a 5-man ladder match and add Karrion Kross in there. Just for shits and giggies. Just for shits and giggies.
Here's a swerve.
Oh God, you and this damn swerve.
What if Bobby actually gets
bad as last month.
What if Bobby actually gets taken out
and Bronson Reed is a surprise?
I don't know. I'm just saying, what if he gets taken out and we have somebody else take?
Or who?
Or maybe Kross.
I don't think Kross is big enough to make that relevant.
And then
I hate to do it to you, but he's not big enough yet for that to.
No, he's unfortunately not.
He can't go like what? Why? Also, I think he's in Thailand. with
Yeah.
Stark. He's in Thailand at the
Yeah.
moment. Like,
Yeah,
that's close, but I don't know if that's that close. I don't think that's.
Not yet.
But that's the thing. It's like
something I can think of, like, because like you were saying earlier, it's like you feel, and I don't disagree with you. I feel there's gonna be a couple swerves in that period.
Right. Or the other, like I could really see Bobby like being taken out because he's just not medically cleared, and you add either a Bronson Reed or a Braun Breaker to that match, and you make Braun really feel like a massive deal. And again, Braun is also on SmackDown, so he would cross-sect with a lot of these storylines.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, adding Braun Breaker to that could make it interesting. Not to mention, he'd be there to do a lot of damage that you need to be done so that the finish of the match makes sense. Because there isn't a lot, like, there's a lot of big guys, but there isn't a lot of, like, freak athlete, like, oh my God, he's about to murder this man type of dudes.
Yeah. And when you got there, it was like Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, like Braun Breaker, you've seen him run today. Like Homeboy Spear can crack a rib.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
like
I was like,
he don't do a Roman where he's like, oh, I'm gonna slap you back or like I'm gonna trip you like everybody else. Like, no, he's hitting you shoulder pad to sternum every time, and you better fall because if you don't fall, you getting the full hit of that, and you're gonna fall one way or another. You better take that fall, brother, because that's the only way that's gonna stop that chest hit. Because that man be coming fast.
The jobber, I thought he was gonna get folded in half like Mike White.
Man,
I was like, oh.
It's one of those. You was like, I don't know how much money they paying that man, but he need a little bit more because, woo, that was nasty.
Yeah.
So ribs.
I just want to talk about a squash, like squash.
That was the first time we've seen like a legitimate squash in a while,
where
it wasn't clunky, like it was clean.
Yeah.
Shout out to that jobber too, because
your man's been in
Dante Chen or somebody. He was in NXT.
And, he's been in NXT for like 10 years, bro. Like he's been there forever since the Vince expansion to China, where we got Xia Li. They came in the same class. He just never been able to make it out of developmental.
Crazy.
Shout out to him because I mean
he took it like a champ, though.
Yeah,
for real. Because that was nasty.
Yep.
Oh, man.
All right. Any other thoughts for early this morning's pay-per-view? It's 5 a.m. I'm not gonna be up for that one. I don't think so.
I'll be up for it. It's 4 a.m. technically because of the pre-show.
I ain't watching no pre-show.
I catch the highlights and the playback like a regular person. Because hell no. You see my face? Look at my eyes.
And Jay's like, I need my beauty sleep.
I'm looking like a zombie right now, bro. I'm looking like something out of The Walking Dead, like The Last of Us. I'm about to hit this. I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to open up this window, get some air breathing in. I'm gonna get my sleep music. I'm going to bed. Y'all can keep that. I'll wake up at 4:30, then by all means.
I have to watch. I can't wake up and see spoilers because I know that's the first thing I'll see. I can't.
Oh no, I'm literally. I got the Peacock is on the TV. I'm just gonna wake up and turn on Peacock and hit the playback. Don't text me. Don't call me. Don't say nothing.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not hitting nobody up. Just stay away from my stories and probably post things. Wait, why are we skipping the pre-shows? The Kabuki Warriors. I mean, come on, no, but listen. Hear me out. Don't give me that face. Y'all don't look at me. Look at y'all. Damn. Y'all on me today.
She won't talk about
you came in and started with me. Don't do that. You started this. You came in hot and started it. I was gonna be
cold mic. That mic wasn't even working. It was like
I came in silent because my fucking mic was fucked up. I ain't coming on.
Nah. You knew what you did. You came in throwing shots immediately.
That's how that mic was off.
Everybody knows that I'm not a Cody crybaby. That's all.
You literally have made it obvious since Cody came back that you're not a Cody fan. Like.
I am a Cody fan.
Tentatively.
I am a Cody fan. I
You don't
I've
not
always
like
been
Cody.
a Cody fan since
You don't not
way
like
back,
Cody, but I don't know if you
way
were
back. We're talking
literally
before Cody now.
as soon as the man was going up against Roman, you flipped. You flipped like two. You flipped
because there's no topping it because it's not happening yet.
She's like,
it's common sense, dog.
Nah,
we know why.
Nah.
We
nah,
know why I acknowledge the tribal chief.
Nah.
We know
Nah.
when Cody's gonna finish the story. Like, let's stop playing.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
And it's not gonna happen this year either. It's not happening. I mean, it's not happening this April. It's happening later on this year. It's not happening in April.
I've been called that. That's why I'm like, yo, I'm turning off the main event. Like,
We
I don't even
all
want to
said
see
the same thing.
I don't even want to see it.
That.
Bro.
We
Like,
all agreed that's.
I'm gonna walk away as soon as that main event start. I'm walking
that
away.
Has
like,
nothing to do. That has nothing to do with me being a Cody fan or not. I'm just not rooting.
I'll watch it.
Cody
I'm gonna watch it.
No, I'm not gonna watch it because I'm gonna get mad again. Like,
I'm gonna watch it.
It's literally gonna be like watching the Super Bowl all over for me.
We should watch it together.
I'm gonna watch it. The reason why, because I'm gonna be either home and my brother-in-law's gonna be here with his son, and I probably have if it's at my house plus my brother-in-law, or if I'm at his house. So I'm gonna see some tears. So I want to see the whole thing because I know what's happening, and I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah. So wait. So Paul, you're saying that we acknowledge the tribal chief at WrestleMania. That's how. Oh, okay. Just wanted to sorry, crybabies.
Literally, I'm just not even gonna watch it. Like, I'm just gonna walk away. Like, all right, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm.
Wait, my
why? When you knew this was gonna happen?
Because I know what's gonna happen, don't mean I want to watch it. It's like when you know a character's gonna die in the movie, and it's like, yo, I think it's gonna happen, but I ain't want to watch it.
This is what you guys get for doing this to yourselves last year and rooting for Cody. You should have switched your opinions and went to mine because you knew mine made sense and you knew Cody wasn't gonna win on the first shot like that. There's no way. No, absolutely.
It's literally to me, this is literally probably the worst booked thing that I've seen from the Bloodline. Like, this is literally the worst book thing.
How can you say that?
It's literally the worst book thing I've ever seen.
They adjusted to the Cody Cryberries because this shit match should not happen.
But again, my whole thing is there wouldn't have been Cody Crybabies if he didn't win the Royal Rumble. Like, this whole issue is because they decided to have him win the Royal Rumble, and you're like, nah, we're gonna put The Rock versus Roman, and everybody's like, why did he win the Royal Rumble then? Like, why is he here? Why'd you let him in the room? Like, he shouldn't have been in the room. Why is he here?
He wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be CM Punk.
It does. Here's my thing. Even if that was the case, Cody shouldn't have even been in the top 2. Because knowing that CM Punk is injury prone, knowing going into this, you need a backup plan. Cody shouldn't be your backup plan.
Yeah, but
Cody's not your backup. Cody's your go-to guy, and like if it's not, that's why they had those main 2.
And again, if he's your go-to guy, then go to him. Don't say, "Hey, he won," but like he's going to step back and graciously let The Rock come in, and they can have their little tribal dispute, and everybody's just like, that don't even make sense, bro. Like, I think nobody who's competed in anything. It doesn't. Anybody who's competed in anything is like, I'm not gonna step back and let old boy from 20 years ago come in and take my spot because I'm being gracious. That don't make sense, bro. That don't make sense.
He's not taking his spot.
In what culture? What sport? What venue?
She looked at that GIF.
All a swerve.
The only type of swerve I want to see is a rock bottom Roman at WrestleMania.
It will, and that will happen. And that will happen eventually. But Roman's not gonna lose. But it's all gonna be. Gonna be a setup. It's all gonna be a setup.
And again, the one thing, and I heard this.
The next week he slaps him in the face.
I've heard this, and here's my thing. And I hate to say it, I heard this, and I could not agree with it more. The biggest knock on Triple H since he's had full control is the man is amazing at building something, but his execution, his payoff, atrocious. Nothing he's done, nothing he's set up this year or since he's taken over has actually paid off when it's supposed to pay off. There's been no payoff for anything that he set up.
Like what did you?
Nothing. The last time Triple H had a good payoff was Tommaso versus freaking Johnny Gargano in NXT. That was the last time it was a good payoff. He hasn't done any good payoffs. There's been no payoff. He's built Chad Gable, buried him. He's built the entire Intercontinental title division, buried him. He built Jey Uso, just buried him. He does not. He's literally the best build guy, but does not close the deal. He does not close the deal. He doesn't pay anything off. Literally, by the time Cody wins, everybody's gonna be like, okay, and
I can't agree with that.
Like again, Triple H is now going on a year and a half too late. You built Cody up from the time they bought him back to face Seth. You built them up, and you've done. You had him win a tag title.
You need to look at the substance of what's going on.
Okay, if I have to look at the substance, if I got to read the subtext, this ain't Shakespeare. This ain't the Bible. This ain't Bible study. No, absolutely. If you have to explain the joke to me, this joke ain't funny.
It's not a. Oh my Lord.
Okay, here's the thing. Funny. Here's the thing. Cody came in white hot. Even like he came in white hot.
Of course he did.
So it's like there's nothing.
Your whole thing is I have to cool him down.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're like, he came. No, I'm saying you're saying like, he came in hot after that. I was like, no, the dude came in hot day one, just like CM Punk came in hot day one. There's something like you have to be careful with that because one of like kind of like a Jade and a Braun Breaker, you cannot put the rocket pack on them so quickly because you put a title on them, it's like, and then they lose it. It's like, okay, like what do you do next? Like
here's my thing.
But here's the thing, like with the Cody and with the CM Punk, they don't really need the titles right away, so you can build feuds till they get to that point.
Okay,
but with a Braun Breaker and like a Jade, if you put the title on too early, you screw them completely because it's like.
Here's my thing. Then if you're gonna do that, you have Cody circle the title until you're ready for Cody to take the title. You don't book that match. This is literally what Benny was so pissed off about with Triple H a bunch of times. Is stop booking the match that we want to see, knowing that you're not going to give us a result that we're going to see because the second time you do it, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
And then definitely the third time you do it, nobody's really not going to care. They're going to nitpick literally once this whole thing is over, you're going to see dirt sheets, podcasts, everything, go through the whole bloodline thing and talk about how bad the end of it was. Because literally the bloodline storyline was great up until it wasn't, and now it's overkill.
Yeah, and I think
that's the problem.
And I think we spoke in our chat. I think what they should have done at the Rumble, they should have just let Punk win it, and he just announced like, "Hey, I can't compete at Mania, whatever." And then the Elimination Chamber be like, "Okay, these were the last 6 people at the Rumble, so these are the people that are fighting for Punk's prize of the Rumble." You know what I mean? Because
and then you make the decision on who they choose after Elimination Chamber.
Or you build up for like because you have the whole month of like March to build. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, like again, now that you make Cody win it, like I said, you put yourself in a position because we all knew Rock was coming. If you didn't know Rock was coming, and Rock was not going to do Rock and Roman at Mania, you were not paying attention.
For WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, you did not see the tea leaves.
But again, that's why the whole him winning the Royal Rumble, we were all like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, it was a bad pivot.
CM Punk got hurt. Great, Cody still needs to take the dive.
Yeah, they should have
still needed to take the dive.
He should have still needed to take the dive. That you just no, Cody, you're gonna lose. It is what it is. Blah blah blah. And you can put him in the elimination chamber as it is, but he can still put a good fight and still lose. He's not supposed to win it at Mania. You don't want that Mania. They put themselves in a hard spot because of the pivot was horrible. Yeah. And then
it was atrocious.
We got what we were supposed to get, The Rock and Roman, but nobody wanted it because Cody won at Rumble and they just messed up.
And again, how are we mad when we kept talking about, we've said it for years, well, at least me and Paul have said it, WWE was relying too much on nostalgia and they were not building stars. Now they organically build a star, and we're mad that he's superseding nostalgia. And it's like, that's what we're supposed to. You're supposed to pass the baton, not pass it back. You ain't supposed to give it back. Like, that's like Dr. J coming back and being like, yo, LeBron, let me get that all-time scoring record real quick. Like, let me hold that while I'm here. I'm gonna go away again, but let me hold that, and I'm gonna be the all-time leading scorer. Just cuz. And it's like, what? What are we doing? It don't make sense. Or it's like Pat Mahomes like winning the Super Bowl and just be like, nah, I'm gonna give my title to Tom Brady and he's gonna hold it for a month. Because I'm gonna step aside and let Tom Brady be the world champion because, you know, he's Tom Brady. He has a story to tell. You know, he needs to win another one without Belichick. Do that make sense? I don't think it does. No. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. He's terrible at finishing stories. Like Triple H can write the whole book, but that last chapter, get somebody else, Playboy, because you ain't doing it. You can't do it.
Why are we talking about Triple H like he didn't used to tell stories back in the day?
Apparently, somebody else was finishing them because
Undertaker,
this execution is terrible.
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, The Rock, Stone Cold.
Yeah, and all of them ended with him going over.
Yeah. H-Town Boy is asking, be honest, you think Jade should have been added to the chamber match? No.
Nope.
No. We spoke about that earlier. You joined later.
The only way that would have made sense is if somebody outside of Bayley won. If somebody else would have won and challenged Rhea at WrestleMania, and this match was to see who was going to challenge Io Sky, then you put Jade in here because then it makes sense for her to win. If Jade wasn't winning the chamber, there was no reason for her to be in the chamber.
Yeah. You don't want a hot comer like that and put her.
Yeah, she's box office.
She hasn't even had a match yet.
She's box office. She's box office. It's like, I hate to sound like Stephen A. Smith right now, but she is box office. Like she is your Steph Curry. She is your LeBron. She is your. I get it. I understand
we all
that.
Want to see her.
You want to see her take a pin? Do you want to see her take a pin? Because that's what would happen.
Yeah.
Because that's what would have to happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, she is
depending on who you're picking.
Yeah, she's pretty much like AEW screwed up with her. Completely dropped the ball, not putting her like on the main belt and just keeping her with a TNT. TBS, keeping it with that one. Granted, TBS. Granted, she was undefeated for a while, but the fact is that you just kept her there and didn't move her up for the main title, like blew my mind. That's why kind of like it makes no sense. Like what some of they're doing, I'm like, yeah, I didn't like that. Kind of turned me away from AEW. So I think WWE and Trips is like, we're not going to make that same mistake. So we're going to be careful with her.
Well, they can't make the same mistake because they ain't got a mid-card title because they refuse to make a women's mid-card title. That's a whole other argument because half of this wouldn't even be a problem. Yeah, no, he's a fan that gets in his own way. Like somebody else I know that's out here dark booking. Like they trying to send the whole world to the shadow realm.
Who?
Where's your $1 million shirt? Because right now that's what you need to wear from now on. You need to wear that $1 million shirt because that's how you acting. That's how you move like a TKO board member.
Me?
Yes, you. You out here moving like a TKO board member. You need to get that $1 million shirt.
I'm a wrestling fan too, goddammit. Which is not on the same.
Yeah.
Talk in the same circles this month, okay?
You spill some of this to Seth Rollins.
We'll see where we're at next month.
You spill some of this to Seth Rollins and see what he say and see how much of a wrestling fan you sound like. You sound like you heavily into sports entertainment.
Got jokes. The jokes.
Yeah, that
we ain't even gonna talk about Ric Flair. That's a whole other beast. I'm not even trying to get into.
Yeah. God, who talked? What?
Oh, he said Ric Flair multi-year deal. Come on, bro. He like 80.
Lord.
His new AEW contract.
Make it stop, just please.
Yeah, some people just need to go learn how to go home. Just go home. It's okay. You had your run. Go home.
Yeah. So this is gonna be an interesting one. I'm with you, Jay. I want to see. I feel there's gonna be a swerve or two in here.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is. Like
Yeah,
that's one of those like I
For Chamber?
because again, Roman I know the swerve is probably gonna come in the form of that Grayson Waller effect thing. Because that whole segment they pre-taped with like Roman needed to tell Waller something that he could only tell him in private, which means there's some kind of setup going on that Austin Theory it doesn't know about, nobody else knows about. There's some kind of swerve about to happen with Cody and Seth being on the Grayson Waller effect. Don't know what it is. Frankly, don't really care. Honestly, I hate to say it. I don't like this. That's just a way to get Seth and Cody on the show because Seth can't wrestle and Cody taking a pin or wrestling anybody at this point doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense. You got to keep.
Well, they have a lot on their mind, and they've been talking a lot of shit. So,
well, again, you got to keep Cody. You got to keep Cody clean. That's the thing. You got to keep Cody as clean as you can.
Do you guys agree with what Seth said about The Rock?
What did he say? He says a lot. I can't keep up.
Seth said that The Rock in his prime couldn't lace up his boots against Seth.
Well, here's the thing. Seth would also be talking out the backside of his ass if he was trying to do a promo battle with The Rock. So it kind of evens out.
Well, that's funny that he mentioned that you mentioned that because he didn't say anything about promo because we know that The Rock would eat him up alive. But
yeah, that's the thing. If you're talking about just strictly like
what happens when you're in the squared circle.
Yeah, because The Rock was an athlete who could wrestle, not a wrestler who's an athlete. Seth is a wrestler who's an athlete. So it's like again, Kurt Angle could wrestle circles around The Rock, but they still were able to put on great matches.
Yeah.
Like again, Seth can't lace up Kurt Angle's boots in his prime either. So like, you're not saying much, man. Like you're really not saying much.
Right.
Like again, the closest thing that Seth would have been Bret Hart, but again, The Rock was great in The Rock and the Samoan family. I think have mastered I have 10 moves. But my 10 moves are all going to look different on any given night. So it's always going to look like I'm doing something different, even though you can call my matches. Like move for move, you can call the match. Like I've sat there and done it with Roman where I've called the entire match while watching it. Like I know exactly what's going to happen. Still looked cool. Still enjoyed it. But you can call Roman's matches at this point. You know exactly what he's going to do. You can tell the spots he's going to do. You can tell how he's setting it up.
You can tell how he's going to win.
I mean, you can tell how he's going to win at this point. You can tell how he's going to win, and it's fine. It's just like, all right, it works for him. But again, that's why his part-time schedule works.
I'm holding Brett up here in this shirt, but it looks like I'm acknowledging the tribal chief, which is pretty funny.
Who was a wrestler who should make the jump to
MJF?
WWE?
Next question, MJF. And if he's healthy, bring my man Keith Lee back, please, and do him justice.
I want Keith Lee back.
I want Keith Lee back so bad.
I don't think it's happening. I'd rather Malachi Black.
That's another one.
That's another one. But here's the thing. Give me Malachi. If you give me Malachi, you got to give me Buddy, too.
And give me all of them. I'll take them all.
Yeah.
Wait, Brody King? You mean all? I only
Brody King. Brody King would be part of that group.
We already got one in Ivar. Like, I don't really need to see another one. We got one in Ivar. Like,
here's my thing.
They're the same wrestler. Just one's like a pre-evolution of the other one. They're the same wrestler. Same wrestler, same character.
Yeah, we were talking.
I don't like Japanese wrestlers in WWE. I'm not gonna lie to you. They don't hit the same way, my boy. Like they don't hit the same way.
Man, they don't. They don't. You gotta remember though.
He's doing fine.
Yeah, remember it was Vince. Vince just had an issue with them.
Okay, we could say that, but like, where's EO? EO still ain't shit.
EO ain't done nothing, and it's
yes, I am dissing the Rainmaker. I'm not dissing the Rainmaker. I'm saying WWE can't book for him.
I was so hype about her getting that cash in.
I'm saying WWE can't book for him. WWE can't make him look good, and we don't have enough managers, truthfully, to give him the proper due, because the biggest thing with WWE is the fact that it is sports entertainment and you need to be able to cut a promo.
Because here's the thing, people have to understand, WWE is different than, I would say, every wrestling organization out there because of the way they do things. The way they do things is they want the mic skills and they want the in-ring ability, and the in-ring ability they want is a storytelling.
Yeah.
A certain type of storytelling. The type of in New Japan Wrestling, the mic skills is not really all up there. It's like, you have some that stand out more than others, but their in-ring ability is, and the way they do the storytelling is completely different than WWE does.
Yeah.
And
which is again why
it's done in a more polished way. Like it's just done.
You have to realize too, like if you look at who goes over to New Japan and who's successful, like the people who are actual wrestlers go over to New Japan and they're successful because they're now equipped with the ability to grab the crowd and get over. That doesn't work the other way around. That's why Asuka literally for her, when she got over, when she was the undefeated, like this monster force, she didn't talk.
At all.
Shinsuke, when he first came, when he beat Sami Zayn and he was the NXT champion, he didn't talk. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And if you're not able to perform in theater,
it has to.
You're not going to get over. Again,
it's
literally the reason. I swear to you, it's the reason why Ricochet isn't over. Because anybody will tell you, Ricochet is probably the best high flyer in terms of in-ring talent that we've ever seen. Yeah. He has everything in terms of in-ring talent. He's just not 6'1", and he's not great on the mic.
No.
But when it's proven when he spars with someone who's amazing, which is why, again, I hate the fact that Patrick Clark got blackballed the way he did, because Patrick Clark's feud with Ricochet should have taken Ricochet to the next level,
oh my God,
and they never capitalized on it.
Bro,
and I will curse Triple H for that till the day I die. That was one of the biggest fumbles I've ever seen on both sides.
Yeah, because if you ever watch Lucha Underground, and if you watch Ricochet's there, he was the fuck was it?
Something Puma. That's all I can tell you.
Prince Puma. He was Prince Puma. The reason why he was over as Prince Puma was because a lot of their promos were vignettes. So it's like you can't screw them up. They're pretty much pre-recorded. You can't. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the stuff with WWE is like you're live hot on the mic. So it's like remember it and do it all together. And that's why they created NXT, the classes and everything. It helps them. It gets them prepared, but you can only do so much.
Right.
To a certain point. You know what I mean? That's why to be successful if you're successful at WWE, you can be successful anywhere else. But it's not true the other way around.
Right.
No, it's not. And again, that's not a knock on Okada, but the problem with Okada is that we don't have a manager for Okada. Like that's the biggest thing. If we had multiple managers the way we used to, or we had valets the way we used to, like if Okada would have come around like early 2010s, there may have been a shot that he could have worked out because there were way more valets at that point. Now everybody just wants to be a wrestler, and you have to kind of sink or swim.
You guys want some breaking news?
No, I don't want that man anywhere near WWE.
No, it's not WWE. Oh,
what happened?
You want breaking news?
Yeah.
For TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali has just won the TNA X Division Championship at No.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like literally prime example of what we're talking about right now. Mustafa Ali could not get over to save his life. And even when he was over with fans, they couldn't book him right to save his life.
Yeah.
He leaves, literally takes the gimmick that they helped him create, goes on the independent scene, and is over, and now just won the X Division Championship.
Yeah.
On the same weekend that both Matt Riddle and Nick Namath both won New Japan Championships.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming over here and doing that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nobody's coming over here and doing that.
WWE needs managers, but not like Don Callis. They need more like old school, kind of like Slick Rick, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart actually even said he wanted to come back and do. I don't know if you can bring,
but here's the problem. Unless you're Paul Heyman, we don't want dinosaurs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But the thing is,
Paul Heyman, we don't want dinosaurs.
But the thing is, Jimmy Hart was not the type of manager, a la like Bobby Heenan or Slick Rick. He was more. How do I say this? He was more the annoying type with the megaphone. So he's not gonna work in this one.
No, he's not. But the prime example is if you look at how WWE fumbled for Strickland. And you see, this is one of the things I can give AEW credit for. You look at what AEW is doing with Swerve Strickland, it still wouldn't work because nobody would buy into Don Callis as a manager.
Oh no, he's not saying bring in Don Callis. He's saying someone just having a manager to represent Japanese wrestlers. I mean,
yes, but it would have to make sense. Like I really miss Mr. Fuji. Like Mr. Fuji would have been the perfect type to have. Like a Mr. Fuji type. Like you look at that dude that's with Swerve. I don't know, Prince something.
I don't know his name. I just know he does this.
Yeah, he does that. But again, because he's that type of hype man and Swerve is a straight man, it works. If you don't have that, like that counterbalance, that's why LWO is drowning. Because LWO does not have a manager.
LWO was just.
Don't get me started, please.
Yeah.
LWO was an absolute flop. When in reality, you look at, and I can't blame Zelina for it because it's not her fault. Because you look at what Zelina,
definitely
not to mention Zelina can't be a babyface. I hate to tell you that. That was another thing I was gonna say. Zelina can't be a babyface, bro.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I just can't. I just don't know how they'll turn her heel. I mean, I see it coming. It's coming. It's coming.
It's
coming.
easy.
But
you want to know how you turn her heel? We kick it old school. A classic low blow.
Like imagine Okada versus Ilya Dragunov.
What is the promo package about though? That's my thing. I think the match will be fine and the match is cool, and in an NXT setting it would get over. It's not going to get over on the main roster. It's just not.
That's why Kushida didn't go to the main roster, say to NXT.
Yeah, that's another guy that's a prime example. That's why Kushida didn't work. That's why Kenta didn't work either.
No, and then the other guy that kind of I like the one with the jacket.
Mm-hmm.
He isn't working. He's back in Japan. He's still in WWE contract, but he's one of the talents that WWE has working over in New Japan Wrestling.
Yeah, so it's like again, I love Okada's style. I love watching him wrestle, but I just know he works for a specific niche. He doesn't work in WWE. Yeah, but that breed don't breed. It don't flourish here though. That's
not
the reality.
Yeah,
not in WWE.
It won't allow him to flourish that way.
You have to remember, they write things differently in WWE compared to New Japan or AEW or TNA.
Again, he would be great in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be fantastic in AEW. He probably is going to be fantastic in AEW.
Yeah, that's his best spot. Like I would have loved to see Okada at WWE for a short run, but we all know that it would have been kind of like worse than Shinsuke Nakamura is having right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's sexy.
Like, I hate to say it, but it's exactly why like they seem to be recruiting more Japanese women, because now that you have like you have the blueprint with Asuka now, where it's like you can have them show up and wrestle and be good and be pretty and get over while working on their English, so that when you're ready to put a mic in their hand, they're decent.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not disagreeing on that.
Absolutely. I personally think he would be the Matt Cardona now, not Zack Ryder, because he probably shouldn't come. He should never come back as Zack Ryder.
Never. He should leave that alone.
Coming back as Matt Cardona,
he will flourish
because of how much better his mic skills are and how much more rounded out his character is. He would instantly be better. He would give you the same. He would probably get over just as fast as LA Knight, because he's that same kind of old school smash mouth kind of wrestler that everybody loves. But he's also a familiar face, and he would easily be able to turn heel because everybody would want to do the Zack Ryder stuff, and all he has to do is go against that.
Mm-hmm.
And then too, it would be great because then you can put him and Chelsea Green back together, and they can do their whole heel stick that they were doing on the Independents.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fantastic.
And bring back the mixed tags and have Naomi and Jimmy up in there, Bianca and Montez up in there.
I think Bianca, them not having it and not being able to use Bianca and Montez is just such
Seth and Becky.
Yeah, but both
Even
of
though
them,
they hate working together, I've heard.
yeah, they do. But I get it with them because they've literally built their names themselves.
Yeah.
So it's just like they happen to get married. They're not really interconnected the way the rest of the couples are.
Yeah.
But like you look at think about it. Like you look at Toni Storm, right? Toni Storm could not get over to save her life in WWE outside of her being hot. And she couldn't handle the pressure of WWE and everything. So she had to go away, but she took everything that she learned in terms of character work in WWE and is now flourishing.
Killing it.
Killing
it.
You look at Ruby Soho, same thing. Couldn't get over. She's not as like she's working, she's on TV. She's doing a whole like romance thing in AEW where it's like she doesn't look like a Juliet type. She doesn't look like that type. But because of the character work that you learned in WWE,
right, she's
getting over. You get what I'm saying? It's just again, that's why the only name that comes to me is like MJF and Hangman Page. Immediately.
They could keep Hangman Page for me.
Yeah, I'm not.
Here's the thing.
I'll take Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay, yes, but no, because we already have one.
Just give me back Malachi Black and give me MJF and bring Buddy, and that's it.
I mean, the Will Ospreay Seth Rollins feud, like it's right there.
Yeah, but Seth Rollins is literally hanging on his last leg.
Everybody needs to. I hope everybody realizes that Seth is going to go on a little break after all of this.
Yeah, Seth needs a long break, and believe it or not, people forget Seth's getting up there in age. Like Seth has a lot of miles on him, so like, yeah, you may want the Will Ospreay thing, but like, can Seth still do it? Is the question. I absolutely agree with you. I've said this from Jump Street. I've been a Pete Dunne. I think Pete Dunne should have been the one to take the title off of Gunther, because I want them to run that back because he owes Gunther some receipts.
That's true.
He owes Gunther some serious receipts because Homeboy came in and whooped his ass. He whooped that ass
like Pete Dunne
multiple times.
Pete Dunne is probably one of 3 people who should be one of the guys in the running to beat Gunther.
But again,
I think we all know who the other 2 are.
It's one of those situations where it also kind of sucks because you've pushed down Pete Dunne so much that now you have to rebuild him, but rebuilding him as a tag wrestler also doesn't help. You need him to be the cruiserweight.
I understand what you're doing, but I would have rather you bring him back as the cruiserweight, bring him back down to NXT, put him against Ilya Dragunov.
I think what they're doing, is a way to get his name back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. You can't repackage him and put him down to NXT because then you put a hamper on everything you're doing on NXT.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, true.
That's the only reason why I'd say no. You can't do that. You have to just get his name back. I don't even know if that's English.
Janelle Grant joined AEW.
Who's that?
Isn't that the one that's suing Vince McMahon?
Yes, that's the girl that's suing Vince McMahon. Jesus Christ.
Did they really sign her? Like, for what reason?
They didn't sign
Tony Khan is a child.
That's probably some clown shit. That's clown shit.
Tony Khan is a child.
That can't be real.
I swear. Tony Khan is a child.
That's not
real. That is next level petty. I love it, respect it, but that's next level petty right there.
That is totally not real. That can't be real.
He's like, nah, I'm just joking.
I was about to say that is childish.
I told you that's totally not real. Like, you're bugging. Like, when you see me and Paul went right for the phone real fast, like yeet.
Yeah, but I mean, Tony is petty. We know he's
childish. He's childish. Yeah, no, absolutely. He's childish. That's why he signed CM Punk, because he's childish.
He's not my cup of tea. Childish.
Again, if I absolutely agree that Pete Dunne should be pushed way more, but again, I think the worst thing that they could have done for him was when he leaned out and he's just cut. He doesn't look as big, so he doesn't look like that brawler type.
No.
He looked way more like a technician. And the cool part about him was that he didn't look like he was the type of dude that would sit there and out wrestle you. He just looked like the dude you walk into a bar, he's gonna punch you in the face. But because he's so cut up and lean now, he just looks small. Unfortunately. So it's like, and again, it's one of those situations where like, yeah, there's Pete Dunne, Dragunov, and I guess Braun Breaker would probably be the third guy. Maybe I'm wrong. I know it's Ilya.
I thought you were going for Gable. Come on.
And Gable, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like those are the three guys. I'm like, okay, they built up enough sweat equity where it's like, yo, it makes sense for them to take the title for Gunther. But at the same time, of the three, the easiest one to sell to people would be Ilya, because Ilya don't have no dust on him. Because again, what Triple H does, he builds up people and then he has them get smacked back down. It's like, oh, but we built them. And it's like, that's not, no, you have to build people with wins. People have to get big wins. You can't sit up there and tell me you're building somebody and they never win big. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. That is literally the thing that frustrates me the most. Is like, they're building through losses. Bro, how many times can you build through losses where it's like you're building everybody else up and everybody's still down here and your champion is still up here? So it's like, what, when your champion loses, they get dropped back down like everybody else? Doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. What are we doing? Why are we playing Tetris? What's going on? Why are we playing Tetris? What's going on?
So like now we're doing this.
Like this should have been done a long time ago.
Oh,
but
man.
like,
so we're really in a disagreement for what, 2 out of all of these matches?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Like I said, this one to me is it's too simple for me to deviate, but it's simple enough where like I expect there to be a swerve, so I expect to be wrong. Because if they do it the way I think they're gonna do it, it's gonna be great because of the crowd. It's gonna look cool, but when you take a step back at it, it's like, oh well, nothing really happened. Rhea can't get over more than what she is. Drew can't get over more than what he is.
I think she can.
How you get over? She's literally the second biggest superstar in the company.
And I agree, and I totally feel you, but I feel like she could be like beyond.
I hate to sound sexist, but like she's already the biggest woman in history. Like, how much more do you want her? Like, she's not gonna get on Roman Reigns' level. Just because of the way, just because again, it's as much as you have Judgment Day around her, you're still centering everybody else but her. She almost feels separate from Judgment Day now. Because you're not giving, it's like if you have a gang, there are the guys and there's that one girl, but the girl is usually the head of all the other girls. So like we knew
this was gonna happen once the belt was on her. I feel like it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting in her story just to make her lose it, to humble her. Because when has mommy really been humbled all year? She's been dominating the whole shit.
The problem,
I'm just thinking it's a nice twist to add in there. So that's why
it is. But again, you don't do that when she's already healthily in her reign. Like when she's at the very top. You don't humble her for a quick second and just be like, oh no, I'm gonna give her the title back. And it's gonna be like, then why did she lose the title in the first place? That don't make sense.
Only way you can do it.
I'm just saying she's not gonna get the title back right away.
The only way you can do it is if Nia Jax or if Rhea wins by DQ.
I could see that. Because again, Nia can, like I said, Rhea can lose, but she can't lose. You can't take the title off of her.
Right. And at that point, let's put it this way. You can have it where Rhea retains the title, but doesn't have to win. Which you can still lose, but still retains the title.
Also, the biggest thing, what you're saying, if this was Backlash, I'd agree with you. If this was Backlash. But because we're in the midst of WrestleMania season, and we're out here trying to sell tickets, not for nothing, Nia Jax ain't selling the same amount of tickets that Rhea Ripley's selling. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep it 3,000 with you. Like that's the reality of it.
Right.
we're talking like TKO is trying to put on this is TKO's first WrestleMania.
And it's the 40th WrestleMania.
It's the 40th WrestleMania. So you can't have a situation where your literal top woman is not the highlight of the females division.
And you're starting to see that they're starting to bring in UFC fighters in to the shows.
Right. So it's like
which there will be a match for that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because we already know that that's being pitched.
Yeah.
Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor, or Conor McGregor will
at WrestleMania.
For sure.
If it's a promo thing to promote whatever UFC 3000 something or other,
well,
I'm cool with that.
Here's the thing:
match at WrestleMania.
A little off a topic here because we're going to UFC, but apparently here's the problem with UFC 300: it ain't selling crap because
I wonder why.
Because here's the thing: Dana White oversold it. He's like, "This is going to be the best UFC Centennial one." Blah blah blah. Thing is, you had 100, 200, and I think at I can't remember which one it was. One of the ones you had Brock on them. I think it was 100. Or was it 200? Crap. One of them was like one of the best fight cards you could have had in UFC ever. And this one, there's not enough stars. It's like trying to create a WrestleMania 2 nights in a row
with no stars.
And
that's the problem. That's the problem with UFC. They don't have stars. Because the problem with that type of sport is that yeah, I saw that, and it was for as a interviewer and their social media content director or something. Good for her though. Love to see it for her. Good for her.
Yeah. But yeah, so I can see them trying to use WWE to sell more tickets for UFC 300 because like I said, apparently Dana White oversold UFC 300 as being the next big thing. The fight card came out, everybody's like, what the fuck? It's not what you're saying. So ticket sales apparently are not as high as they thought they were going to be.
Listen, man, book Logan Paul versus whoever he's talking crap with and put him in the octagon because he done talked enough crap about being able to go in the octagon and do X, Y, and Z. So let him go in there and get his face punched in.
Or Jake Paul.
Let's
let both of them. Yeah, you ain't got no.
I'm just saying. I'm saying Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley in the octagon. It should.
Yeah. Run that back. That's what I'm saying. You want to sell tickets? Do that and have it start at WrestleMania. I love it. I know you love it. I love it.
Oh, I would love to see it.
I know.
I might actually buy the damn paper.
Sylvester Stallone's gonna be at WrestleMania too. That's for sure.
Really?
Give me.
Yeah.
WWE's opening to working with him since they're gonna be in Philly for the whole.
Yeah, it's Philly.
Now,
but here's my thing.
I personally think they should do it in a funny route, being that R-Truth got lost. Right.
Yeah, that would be really good.
And then him going to Philly, and then him with Miz, like the Awesome Truth, working out, running up the stairs, running down the beach, doing the whole Rocky bit. Like, I think that would be funny.
Kevin Hart's gonna be in there.
Oh, God.
Listen, what they should have had is they should have had Meek Mills be the artist for the WrestleMania show instead of it being the weekend for the 4th time. I'm like, bro,
fifth time actually.
5th time. Like they doing all these songs off one album, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like I don't understand the hype because I seen the halftime show, bro. The Weeknd got like 2-3 hits that I knew about, but like the rest of his songs, especially because we in Philly, like you got to call Meek, bro. I'm sorry, that's a miss. You got to call Meek for that one.
Why are you gonna play Weeknd like that? That's a little hurtful.
I'm not a big fan of The Weeknd, to be honest. Like maybe 1 or 2 songs that I like, and that's it.
Literally, I don't know a wrestling fan that likes The Weeknd. I don't know. Wow. It's the same way when he was like, "Oh, we're gonna have The Weeknd for the NFL halftime show," and everybody was like, "Why? What are we doing here?" And then his performance, you literally saw it was like, "Why? Why was that a thing? Why did that happen? What are we doing?" Again, you should have either call a Philly rock band or you call Meek Mills. Like, please. And you bring all the hood dudes that be on bikes and ATVs and all that, and you do the opening performance that way. And have it in the middle of the ring of WrestleMania.
I mean, he was going to be the host.
I don't want him. I want to see him in the beginning perform and then go away. Respectfully, let CM Punk be the host. That'd be great.
Yeah.
And then you have different like older ECW wrestlers be a host since we in Philly. I like that, especially because if they don't put Paul Heyman in the Hall of Fame, I don't know what we doing. I don't know what we do.
That's
I mean,
an
I would
easy
understand why if he's not retired yet and he's still on contract.
Nah, forget all that. They killed that with Rey Mysterio. They killed that with Rey.
Well, true.
Yeah.
Good point.
I would have said that if they didn't do Rey before he retired, like while he was still wrestling.
And that's the thing. It's supposed to be like I'm hearing this like Paul Heyman, Batista, like it's a decent class, but like it's Philly. Your marquee entry needs to be Paul Heyman. Because again, everybody knows, even though they didn't survive, everybody knows what Philly is for wrestling in general. That is the home. That is ECW. Philly is ECW. The same way Chicago's AEW and New York is WWE. Keep it 3 stacks. So it's like you got to give Paul his due. You got to, and I'm like, if you really gonna go Philly, you got to go Philly. The weekend ain't Philly. Sorry, like, not to mention, you hear LA Knight talking about, yo, can we get Usher on the line to perform? Yeah, when I come out at WrestleMania. Tell me that joint wouldn't be fire though, because LA Knight would be so awkward coming out to I just want to see.
I don't know though, man, because did you see that video?
On roller skates and shit.
Listen, I'm okay, but that's my thing. It's like you've already proven to me it works with Swerve. Yeah, it works with Swerve though. Like, so your man had a whole faction of people that don't make sense being with him, but he's the centerpiece and he got over.
But here's the thing,
you can do it over there. Y'all can do it.
Like, don't sleep on LA Knight, because I was surprised. Like his boots, he based them off of Jordans. When I saw
Listen, LA Knight can switch up because literally all the WWE video games, I think up until like 2019, the person that was doing the motion capture for them was LA Knight.
It was LA Knight, yeah.
So like the man can switch it up. Oh, The Rock will cook MJF.
Oh, you gotta stop that. That's not even a question.
Don't even set MJF like don't set him up like that. Don't do that.
And don't set us up like that either. Like, we don't love
I say it. I don't care. Ain't nobody gonna see this. And if they see it,
MJF is not bad on the mic.
I might get roasted, but I still get put on TV.
You gotta think, like, MJF is not bad on the mic, but like The Rock, who else?
Would eat him alive.
I'm trying to think. Cena. Those are two different. Those cats are different, man. Those cats are a different level.
Now,
like
MJF and like a young Shawn Michaels would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because think about it. When did Triple H ever win a promo battle against The Rock or Austin?
He never did.
Never.
That's my point exactly. And MJF on the level of promo where Triple H was.
Or he couldn't face or
Like I said, the only person that's ever gone toe-to-toe with The Rock and really held their own where you're like, I don't know if you won that one, was Austin.
No. Not in my opinion.
No. It was Cena.
No.
Nah, Cena got roasted a couple of times. Like, Cena got finished a couple of times.
It was Chris motherfucking Jericho. Let's not go there.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Let's not go there.
All right. Okay.
Let's not go there.
Okay. I'll give you that one. I don't really speak his name anymore because the man he's another one of those guys that's just been around for way too damn long. Where I'm like,
there's a lot of names that we shouldn't mention anymore, man. Unfortunately, and for many different reasons.
No, we don't talk about.
But as far as we were talking about promo, like only one person who held it with The Rock, and I'm sorry, but that's Jericho.
Absolutely. You got that one. I completely forgot about Jericho. Jericho's probably the one guy that held it with everybody.
Yeah.
But again, MJF. I don't remember if he got cooked by Jericho or not, but like it was.
He's not a promo guy.
He's not a promo guy.
He just goes off the rip.
His promos are kind of like the Miz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
why the comparison's there so much.
Yeah, he's like a Miz. Just his promos go a little more harder than the Miz's. That's it.
I mean, nothing will ever beat Miz's promo than when he slayed Daniel Bryan on that Smack Talk live show or whatever the hell and went in on the camera.
Well, that's the funny thing.
That's why I said he's a
here's the
harder
thing.
than Miz.
Who's he gonna drop nukes on? The only person that he could really drop nukes on is the Usos because they always getting in trouble. Who's he gonna drop nukes on in WWE? Okay, we've seen that. Okay, great. That's the thing. He drops nukes. Ooh, okay. You act like people in WWE are scared of this man. Like he's not gonna do anything.
Absolutely not.
The problem with AEW is that AEW had a bunch of wrestlers that have a bunch of bad history. So you can go back and you have material. You come to WWE, it's like, all right, what do you say? You haven't been over in 10 years? Yeah, but I've been here making more money than you.
I feel like MJF comes off like he drops nukes because he drops a lot of curses and F-bombs and shit and all that.
Yeah.
Just curses and shit like that,
yeah. And you can't in the society we live in, you can't come at MJF too hard.
But MJF can't come up with a line. Well, I mean, MJF could probably come up with a line, but maybe not as quick as Seth Rollins to say, "What can I say except you're welcome?" Which I thought was so fucking clever.
That was gold.
MJF is a better heel, though. He's a good heel.
He's a better heel than who?
He's a good heel, but
then who?
He's not a top heel.
Then who? Who's he a better heel than? Big E? Yeah, I'll give
Owl in like 3 hours.
He's not a better heel than any of the top heels that we've had in WWE outside of maybe Drew McIntyre. He's not a better heel than any one of those other guys. Like I'll take a heel Seth over him. Hell, I'll take a heel Roman over him.
I'll take a heel Shawn Michaels over MJF.
Oh, easily.
There ain't nobody touching top prime HBK 90s. I don't give a fuck.
I'll take a heel Bobby Lashley over him. Like, come on.
I'll take I'll take any kind of heel Bobby Lashley, please. Anything but whatever the fuck they're giving us here. We're about to go back into wearing the glasses like a damn professor again.
He came out today.
They swapped them, bro. They swapped them. They gave the Street Profits their outfits back, but made them look like Bobby's outfit.
Pretty much.
And then they put a suit back on Bobby. Next thing you know, he's gonna have that welcome back Cotter outfit on.
Well, Christian Cage is way better.
Than who?
In what? Like way better at what?
Than who? That's my biggest thing. You're saying that he's way better, but then who? Who are you comparing him to? Is Christian Cage better than Christian in WWE? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Because Christian never really got over outside of that one, gracious world title win.
As a heel,
then who?
But you gotta who are you comparing him to? Yeah, who are you comparing him to? You're saying this MJF? And that, but like,
are you comparing him to MJF because he mentioned him beforehand?
No.
The Rock?
Ain't no way. That's a joke.
Yeah, he's trolling now.
That's a joke.
There's no way.
Be trolling, dog.
Yeah, no.
Come on, Milwaukee.
Ooh.
There's no way. But with that, I'm gonna call it a night because I need the beauty sleep. And somebody says I'm gonna wake up at 4 a.m. to watch a pre-show.
She ain't going to bed. See, no, she's up now. She ain't going to bed. She got her makeup on. She got a full face on.
I had this face on since early afternoon.
That's why you ain't going to bed.
Off. I'm taking this shit off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to bed. I will be up watching. I'm making breakfast.
You just said bro. Everybody said that. Like that's something new. Who has not said that?
The sky is also blue. Day and night come.
Yeah.
Sugar is sweet.
That junk's been said since the end of his first WWE run, the beginning of his TNA run.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, at his peak, Jeff Hardy was still way more over than MJF ever was.
Yeah.
On drugs and alcohol. So,
no shade.
Damn, bro.
I mean, if you got me to a point where I'm tired now, so it's like I really ain't got no filter. So, if we want to do this, we could do this. Because at the end of the day, you can Jeff Hardy all you want to. MJF,
I don't know what's up with
MJF hasn't changed the wrestling industry the way Jeff Hardy has. Last time I checked, they don't have a pay-per-view and a match that has spanned across multiple promotions named after MJF. I mean, the man still hasn't gotten a Burberry scarf over. So, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Somebody been feeling real spicy today, man.
And with that, any last thoughts before we go?
I hope this thing doesn't suck, and I hope they don't. I hope they don't edit the playback because I'm watching the playback. I'm not doing this.
Just relax. All I gotta say is relax and enjoy the show, guys.
Oh, for sure. I have zero expectations.
I kind of want to go just watch the Elimination Chamber matches, and that's it. But
yeah, you know you're gonna end up watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be up to watch this?
I don't know. I gotta see how I feel in a couple hours.
Well, if anybody's up to watch it, hit me up because I'll be up.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't be. Have fun with that though, but I won't be.
Yeah. Is Matt staying up with you? Is Matt staying up with you?
I think he's gonna try.
Coffee black, Matt.
I don't expect him to.
Matt, coffee black. It'll help you.
He actually doesn't do the coffee anymore, but I got coffee that can work. I got something that can work though. Why is everybody bringing the gun today between y'all and my other group? Y'all driving me crazy.
I ain't say nothing.
I know it wasn't you. I'm talking to this one in the middle. Oh my god.
All right.
It's gonna be a fun night though. Elimination Chamber, man. Here we go. Literally less than 4 weeks from WrestleMania now.
We are gonna see something crazy happen at the chamber matches.
Something will happen.
I hope somebody gets thrown off the top of one of the capsules again. That's all I want. I want someone to get yeeted off the top of one of these chamber things.
Mm-mm.
I want an RKO off like a Montez like dive. Like I want somebody to try to dive from off the top of the freaking chamber and just catch a random RKO.
And I know on who?
Logan Paul. I was just gonna say I want it to happen. So or not even, you know what? Let's change it up. Not even make it an RKO, make it a BFT. I want a BFT. I want him to pin Logan Paul to eliminate him. I want him to pin Logan Paul.
LA Knight pin Logan. Yeah, I can see that. I see Logan Paul receiving every single finisher.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Oh, I would love to see that one.
Give me that. I need that like I need drugs.
There is a God. All right, everybody. Have a good one. We'll talk to you.
On that note, can I get a hi?